Spurs back with Combat Insiders. We got Cody, CoHi, Hier on live here with via Skype. Cody, what's going on, man? So you got a big fight coming up. It seems like it's just been kind of forever in the waiting with the whole MMA Pro League thing. But really, I think what a lot of people want to know is how did you get involved with the whole MMA Pro League, and how cool is it to kind of be there for the inaugural event?
First, Josh, thanks for having me. It's a pleasure. I got started with MMA Pro League through Daniel Gracie. When Daniel got announced as the coach, they told him what weight classes he needed, and they needed a bantamweight. And he called me and he said, you're the first person I thought of. Do you want to do this? And I said, yeah, that concept sounds amazing. Yeah. Of course I'm on.
Yeah.
But yeah, MMA Pro League is it's very exciting because like I was telling everyone, I got to tell everybody, this is the potential future of the sport. Team-based sports is the only thing that MMA is missing, and then this is potentially going to take it to the next level. So yeah, it's awesome.
I agree 1,000%. I mean, I'll tell you what, we've known about it since probably about May. They started announcing everything, and
right.
It really, as it gets closer, and we're kind of in we're in the crunch time here. We're in the last week. It really feels, it doesn't just feel like a regional show or anything like that. And I'm not knocking, any other promotion, nothing like that, but it really feels, to me, it feels bigger than that. It really feels like they're doing something. And like you said, team-based MMA is something I think that MMA fans, and I think the fighters too, I think this is just as big of a deal to the fighters and the teams as it is the fans. We've talked about it. I've talked about it before. You guys have, somebody to cut weight with. You're in there grinding with every single day, and you guys are all fighting on the same night. I imagine that has to be not even just physically, but from a mental preparation. I have to imagine that it affects you guys, and it's a positive effect. Could you, I guess, kind of go into how big of a deal is it to kind of have those guys right there in the trenches with you?
It means everything, and the thing I've been constantly comparing it to is I take it back to when I was wrestling.
Yeah.
Wrestling, we're a team. We're the same 30 guys in the room all year, all through high school, all through college.
Yeah.
College, you have a little bit of, every year you get new people, but the older people usually come back and train, And having teammates in the trenches with you, cutting weight, training with you every day, it makes it feel like you're not alone.
Yeah.
And it made my camp easier. It's made my weight cut easier. Knowing that they're there sacrificing with me, and we're going to accomplish a goal together. Like there's nothing that makes you want to fight harder than fighting for someone or someone else. You know what I mean? Or something.
Speak on that. I tell you, before we get into specifics about the fight itself, talk about your background. I know you're a wrestler. You came up a wrestler, and that's kind of your main thing. But I guess speak on how you even got involved in MMA in the first place, and just kind of speak on that.
So, yeah, I have a wrestling background. I'm from Davison, Michigan, very small town, but we're known for our wrestling. I wrestled there under Roy Hall, Kent Elliott, and Bob Smith. Some of the first coaches that I had, and that took time with me, took time to help me get better and do the things that I'm able to do now.
Yeah.
So, and then how I got started. Sorry, brain fart. So how I got started with MMA is. My friend Mike Wilkins. I tell the story all the time. This is one of my favorite stories. I met Mike through my college roommate, Sean Clare, back 2008, 2009, something like that. And he was just starting to get into MMA, going to take an amateur fight, start training jiu-jitsu, Muay Thai, boxing, all this stuff. And when I met him, that's all he could talk about. He was super excited about it. It was man, this is so great. The wrestling really helps with this. I think you guys would be awesome. You guys should do it too. He's trying to convince me and Sean time to fight. And at this time, I was still living in Michigan. And we went to Pittsburgh, and that's where I met him. And, we're drinking, having a good time, and we're just being 21-year-old kids.
Yeah.
And I made a promise to him. I said, Mike, all right, you're pretty pumped up about this. I can tell you're convicted. You want this, you're going to do something with this. You can tell when people are, just, oh yeah, I'm into this right now. And so, okay, chill out, buddy.
Yeah.
It's a phase. It'll pass.
Yeah,
But
a hobby versus something like you said, something real, something with conviction. But yeah,
a
you're absolutely
profession,
right.
yeah.
Yeah,
Someone who wants to make this their life.
yeah, agreed.
And so I made Mike a promise that night. I said, all right, Mike, check this out. If you ever become like, big pro fighter, become the guy, like the guy to be, I will stop what I'm doing. I will move to Pittsburgh and I'll help you get ready for all your fights.
Wow.
So a few years passed, graduate college, all that stuff.
Yeah.
I was in Michigan working at a cell phone store. I was managing a Sprint store. I was miserable. I didn't know what I wanted to do with my life. I
Yeah.
was confused. I was like, everybody around 23, 24, we don't know what the hell we're doing.
Yeah.
And I remember I was sitting there one morning at the store and I'm looking at the computer, just like surfing the web, just like, oh my God, this is so mind numbing. And I got a text from Mike. It was like instantaneous. Like as soon as I was like literally asking myself, what am I going to do with my life? Like, this sucks. I don't want to be here anymore.
Yeah.
And I look at my phone and I got a text from Mike, and he just got his third professional victory, a TKO over a real tough guy. And he had a picture of him, ground and pounding. And he asked me, he's like, Cody, where are you at? I just simply replied, I'm on my way.
Wow.
2 weeks later, I quit my job, got rid of my apartment, and I was sleeping on my friend Sean's couch. And I started training the next day.
Wow.
He didn't believe me I was coming either. I remember, so me and Sean were in the Strip District in Pittsburgh. We parked in the old banana lot, and they were like walking out. Warren Stout and Mike Wilkins. Warren Stout's the owner of Hensel Gracie Pittsburgh. That's where I got my start. Okay. And we were across the street, and they were walking like go get lunch or something. Yeah. And when he saw me, he's like, "Yo, you're here." I was like, "I told you, man. I'm a man of my word. I told you I'm going to be here. Wow. Let's get you ready."
Wow, that's nuts, man. It makes me think of not to get all philosophical, but like I remember watching this. There's a Steve Harvey video, man, and I don't know if you know what I'm talking about. I got a lot of got real popular on the internet where he was talking about making a leap. Right. Sometimes you just kind of have to make that jump in life, and it is what it is. Sometimes we're not meant to be. Most of us aren't meant to be 9 to 5 kind of people, and it's like we all have this gift, and it's just a matter of figuring out what that gift is and then kind of putting it out to the world, whatever it is. Right. Whether it's maybe you cut grass really well, maybe you hammer nails really well, maybe you wrestle, maybe you fight really well, Right. But some people, I think that's a lot of thing missing. I think with a lot of people is just they don't have that courage, I guess, if you will, to just kind of take that first step, take that initial step, because that is the hardest, man. And that's nuts that you literally just kind of dropped everything and just you believed in your buddy so much, and it kind of, I guess maybe I don't want to speak for you, but I'm assuming that kind of gave you courage, Oh,
100%.
You saw him and saw what he was doing and was like, man, this guy is really serious about all this. And, that's inspiring, man. That story is inspiring.
Yeah. At first, I just wanted to I was so inspired by it that I was like, I just wanted to be part of what he was doing,
Yeah.
I wanted to fight. I went out to Pittsburgh and I got a job and a normal job and everything, but I was training. Right. And I just wanted to be around Mike, and then it just fed into me, and I was like, man, all right, I'm doing this too. Yeah, so it's crazy.
So talk about it. It seems that the people with the wrestling background, you definitely get a different sense of the guys that come from wrestling as far as their work. Not to say that nobody, other people don't have a great work ethic, but it seems the wrestlers have the better work ethics overall. Like you said, that I watched the video that the MMA Pro League did on you, where you're talking about, that grinding, this constant pace style. Right. It seems that the wrestlers are that's really a lot of them are what they're known for. I guess talk about your style and how you adapted your wrestling background into the world of MMA.
So the wrestling thing is, I think we were just talking about this, me and my teammates the other day, 8 of the current UFC champions are wrestlers.
Yeah.
High level wrestlers. That's insane.
Yeah.
And I gotta really so there's 2 types of people. I've always believed that there's people that are born with the mentality, and there's people that have to acquire the mentality.
Sure.
Everyone has the capability of acquiring the mentality, but not everybody is born with it. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And I really have. That's a true testament to how much I have to thank Roy, Bob, and Kent, my first high school coaches. When I first started, like, I didn't have it. You know what I mean? Like, I was a punching bag. I've been it wasn't like no one beat me up like physically, but it was wrestling. You know, I got smoked.
Sure.
And like I remember sitting there the first day of wrestling practice, and Roy was talking about like gladiators and battle and just like breaking someone, and like I don't know what it was, but it like triggered something in me, and I didn't know what it was back then, and I was like, why does that jazz me up so much? Like, why is like just the thought of like imposing your will and battling with someone like that was so freaking cool to me, and I don't know why. And it's something I've never got a chance to thank him for in person. He'll probably hear it in this video because I'm going to send it to him. But it's amazing, and then like it was reinforced by Kent and Bob, and that wrestling mentality. I have to thank them for that because I'm not gonna lie, I wasn't one of the people that had it. There's like just naturals and stuff like that. I had to acquire it through a long history of battle and being tested.
So I guess fast forward to the fight itself. Like all that stuff has kind of brought you to this moment, and kind of what I was kind of talking about earlier is like it just feels like I feel like it's like a big fight atmosphere with this MMA Pro League coming up, and you're
Right.
smack dab right in the middle of it, right? Talk about the fight itself. Talk about who you're fighting. Talk about your strategy, and how do you think your wrestling background, particularly, you think is going to kind of help you beat this guy?
So being smack dab in the middle of MMA Pro League it's awesome. They've really done a good job of promoting us with social media, interviews. This interview happened because of it.
Yeah.
And it's amazing to be a part of this. I'm glad I'm on the ground floor. But with my opponent, I'm fighting Gabriel Ruñez. We know that he's strong. He's gonna come hard. He's gonna come at me. What I've heard, he's a pretty good wrestler. So, our strategy is, I'm not gonna give it away, but we have a perfectly curated strategy. Waiting. I'm ready for a slugfest. I'm ready to go for the ground. Wherever Gabriel wants to put it, that's what we're gonna do. And I intend to come out with the win. I know that he can't out wrestle me. It's impossible. I know we're both gonna come out there and do our best, and we're gonna let whatever happens happen. So that's kind of where I'm at right now.
So you talked about fighting for a team. It almost, I don't want to say adds a little more pressure to you, but like you said, it gets you guys just you wanting to win more. Maybe go that extra mile because like you were saying, you're not just fighting for yourself because obviously you want to win for yourself, but like you were saying, it's that kind of, I don't know, maybe that warrior kind of group mentality. Like you want to win for the whole team. You want to win for your school. You want to win for all of them for just as much, for your coaches, just as much as you want to win for yourself. I guess, you're on Team Pennsylvania. Talk about what I guess the team in particular means to you.
Oh man, the team, it means a lot. I mean, it's like I said before, I got your comrades, your buddies in war,
Yeah.
soldiers in arms together, and we're all killing ourselves for this. And I know Jersey's doing the same thing. Team Jersey wants to win. Team PA wants to win. They have Coach Dan Miller, the Miller brothers, which that's an amazing set of coaches.
Sure.
We have Daniel Gracie and John Marquez. It's another amazing set of coaches. We're both coming. We both have the best tools. We both have the best teams possible, and I know we're looking to win. So it means a lot. Like, I'm getting jazzed up thinking about it. Like I just want to fight.
Yeah, we actually did an interview with Mark Taffet, the president. We were, man, I
Nice
tell you
guy.
what, yeah, really nice guy, man. Like it's just really down to earth, and really, I tell you what, the dude was so smart, man. Just like the way he talks, it's like there's just thousands of ideas running through his brain, man, and it was a pleasure to talk to him. And
Right. You never would have guessed he's done everything he's done.
I'm telling you, exactly.
Someone like that, someone of that kind of prowess. Like you expect them to carry themselves a different way. And Mark was down to earth. He was a total sweetheart. Like I honestly, when I first met him, I didn't think it was him because I was like, I'm expecting this guy to be like, oh hey, what do you want? And like, whatever, But he was a total sweetheart, and he's been very helpful along the way and very accommodating. So
Yeah,
love Mark.
exactly. He could be like, "Hey, yeah, I'm the guy who ran Mayweather Pacquiao pay-per-view. Yeah, that was me.
Yeah,
Yeah,
exactly.
that was me. Yeah, so you know, but no, like you said, he's not. He's very grounded, very down to earth, very smart guy, very well spoken guy, and um, but you know, just talking to him, you know, talking to you, and talking to a couple different guys, it's just I'm getting pumped up, man. Like I can't wait. You know, I
Yeah.
can't wait for it to be there. We're gonna be there covering, I think just about everything, and
I'll make sure I come and get a picture with you.
oh yeah, 100%, dude. Yeah, we'll be there. I will be there from Thursday on, so I'll be there from the open workouts on. So we'll be covering. I'll be covering that. The me and Nick will be covering the weigh-ins. We'll be there for the show. So no,
I like Nick. He's a nice guy.
oh yeah, 100%. Yeah, we'll be covering everything. So there will be no stones unturned. But man, I'm getting pumped. Like I don't know. I'm sure you guys are too. I mean, you know, you guys are right there in the thick of it. And like I said, I just feel like I feel like it's really special, and I feel like it's on the cusp.
Right.
I think that Mark and Hani, I think they're really on the cusp of figuring something out. You know, with this whole team MMA thing, I feel like it's something that's missing. You know, it got tried before. We had PFL, and there was a couple other groups that did it. And you know, like I said, no knock on them, but maybe they just didn't quite, I think, have the formula for it. And I think with what their plans are in the future and what they're doing now, I feel like they're right there on the cusp of figuring out something really big. And I think it's the right time. I think MMA in general, I think it's ready for it. I think it's ready for that team environment. I think we're ready for you know, to root for more than just, you know, most fans root for one or two guys, and it's like, you know, and I gave this example to Mark. Let's just say just a popular example. Khabib, Conor McGregor is fighting. Let's say one of those guys gets knocked off the card, they're injured or whatever. Sure, someone else might step in and cover the fight, but let's say you had 500,000. You know, that's kind of a high number. Let's say you had 1 million Conor McGregor fans wanting to buy the pay-per-view. Boom, it's gone. They're not buying the pay-per-view now because Conor's not there. With the team environment, it's a little bit different because I feel like obviously people are going to have their favorite fighters, you know, I think moving forward, but
of course,
I think most people are going to be fans of the team themselves. And you know, Team Pennsylvania, Team New Jersey, Team, you know, whatever else. I think we're going to see a point to where you're going to have fans that are there. You know, Mark made a great example of the Cleveland Cavaliers. You know, you had basketball fans that were fans of the team. LeBron was on the team, and you had LeBron fans, but most people are going to be there. If LeBron falled out and wasn't going to be able to make the game, you're not going to have you're not going to have fans just turn away from the building. They're there for the team. They're there for the game. And I think that's kind of a long-winded explanation, but I think it's just an awesome idea, really, to sum it up. And
you're 100% right. If Tom Brady's hurt, there's still going to be 10 million Patriots fans trying to get in.
Exactly.
No, I get what you're saying.
Exactly. And I think it's something that's missing, and I think it's I'm just pumped, man. I'm so psyched for the show. I'm psyched to see you guys. You know, I hope it's a huge turnout. I'm sure it will be. And I'm pumped for you guys. I really am.
Thank you. And another thing that does is, I was just thinking about this, it adds value to the whole card.
Yes.
Having a team base. You know, like you were just saying, if McGregor or Khabib have to drop out, like who else is on that card? I don't even know. You know?
Yeah, exactly. I think it's something you don't really have to worry about because I'm sure too, there's probably guys ready to hop in right on that spot that's in the same team. So, yeah, man, I'm looking forward to it. Cody, man, it was my pleasure. I appreciate it. I know it's kind of short notice, so I appreciate you coming on.
No, my pleasure.
And I'm really looking forward to you guys fighting. You know, next Saturday, and like I said, I'm really excited. We'll definitely have to get up. I want to get up with you know, all the guys. So kind of probably do like some little, I don't know, maybe like some smaller interviews, or I don't know, man. We'll do something. We'll figure something out.
Yeah, sounds good. I'll be there. Just let me know. You have my number, so just let me know.
I got you, man. All right, well, my friend, please check out Cody Hier. He's an MMA Pro League bantamweight. He'll be fighting Saturday, September 15th. It's going to be at the Hard Rock Casino Hotel. Beautiful, beautiful hotel. I don't know if you guys check it out. It's going to be an awesome night. And check him out at his Twitter. It is CoHi41. I'm sorry. Twitter, CoHi41. Check him out. Give him a tweet. Give him a follow. Give him a like. Instagram. Give him
CoHi35.
Give him all that stuff. Cody, man, like I said, it was our pleasure. Any shout outs or anything? Any shout outs, any sponsors, anything like that before we go?
Yeah, one of the my sponsors, Retro Foam of Michigan, Girlfriend Experience, Hernandez Towing Auto Recovery, Dark Star Gear, of course, and ACB Business Solutions. So yeah, thank you guys. Thank you all my friends and family in Michigan. I truly love and miss all you guys so much. I'm coming home after this fight. Everyone in Pittsburgh, everyone at Renzo Gracie Pittsburgh, I love you guys, and of course everyone here at Renzo Gracie Philly. And all my teammates here that have been preparing me for this fight for the last 5, 6, 7 weeks, and I'm gonna do what I can for you guys. I'm gonna bring home the win, and we're all gonna celebrate afterwards.
Awesome, man. Like I said, check them out. Tickets are still available, Ticketmaster.com. Also, if you can't be there live, it's going to air on Flow Combat, so check it out too. So, Cody, like I said, my pleasure, man. I can't wait. Have a good one, buddy.
Thank you, Josh.
All right, bye.